All right, we are live. Already up 500 bucks in this trade here, 570. We'll take 390 on that one, I believe here. 350. Super solid trade. We'll start the day off with that. Can't be upset about that. All right, let's keep it going though. Get our link sent out, and we'll be ready to rock. I think probably gonna take off, huh? And okay. Morning, Kevin. Good morning, my friend. Great morning to you. Let's see what we got. So for today, we got a couple updates here that I'm excited about. They're not finished just yet. Like they're not done, but I am encouraged by what I'm seeing. So let's make this one like orange or something. That's cool. Um, yeah, I am encouraged by what I'm seeing here so far. So we should have some decent trades today and a stop that actually makes sense. So that'll be fun for us to get into a little bit. We don't need this one up, do we? Just that one. Save. And at the very beginning of the stream, we caught this move, this long, a little bit of drawdown, but then price really popped up for us. Made 350 bucks on that. We're up 350 right now. So we'll hopefully look to build on that for today. We're trading three. Oh, shoot. Did I do it again? I did it again. I did the same thing I did last time. I did this on, give me this. I did it again. I was wondering how in the world, but there we go. Turn that off. Yes. Quote. Uh, mini. Micro, rather. Strategy. Webhook. Good. Now we're in good shape. We can get rid of the rest of these. Okay, little mishap there. Worked out for us, but I was fortunate. Okay. All right, now we're in good shape. We should be trading 3 micros here. So we'll let that go. Thanks, Alex. I was thinking about you when I put this on. I was like, Alex is gonna say something. I just love them because they're nice. It's warm. Like I get to put my clip right here without having to worry about it. Like instead of scrunching up my shirt, they fit what I'm looking for. I keep the house pretty cool. So there's that. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Kind of weird, man, but I'll allow it. No doubt, no doubt. I've got, I think, I have 4 or 5 black ones, and then this one, I have a brown one that I'll never wear. My wife got that one for me. Terrible color. Um, I have a light blue one. I think I've worn that one. Maybe I haven't. And then I've got, I think I said white already, but I have a white, red, white, a light blue, and then like 4 or 5 black ones. So I wear the black one the most, but it looks funny when I'm on like if I go back to my replay trades, I can't tell what days are which if I don't change the color of my shirt. So I won't go back to back black, but that's the predominant selection I have here. All right, let's see if we can get price to close below our stop here. Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. So a couple updates here. The trail is in better shape. We stopped the flipping of our accounts, of our trades rather. So I got that done and figured out. So there's that as well. There are just a few other pieces in here that we have to do. My partial take profits got taken out, so those are important. I need those back. But I think this is going to be pretty much how it's going to look. We'll have a few more purple arrows because we'll have some partials. A lot of these trades are profitable, but if we allow them to go and close below our stop, it can get a little bit tricky. So I want to get that addressed. Now, ATR is sitting at 24. It's pretty high. We're going to trade 3 micros here. And I think what I want to do is take 2 off the table immediately, and then or take 2 off the table at profit, and then we'll let one of them run just to get a feel for it. And then I have a feeling by the afternoon time today, we'll probably have a couple big trades we can take. Okay, it's a nice little pop here. Good. Now, for the most part, once we get a trade to close, we're pretty much looking at 2 to 3 candles before the next trade, sometimes less. So we should be looking at getting ourselves a trade here coming up. So happy to have everyone here. Make sure you guys like the live stream. Same as always. Same as always. Yeah, I don't care about that. Let's see. Let's keep it rolling. No trade yet. Okay. Okay. I want to open up this window here, or this blinds behind me. A little more light. It's kind of gray. It's just rainy, so get a little more light in here. Rami, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? Some updates for sure. Basically the same bot as yesterday, minus the flipping. So we took the flipping out, and we just have the trailing stop here, no partials. We'll add those later, maybe today, tomorrow. We'll get those added back. And then that should be about the updates that I need to make. Long position here, okay? Or not. Okay. It's weird. Okay. Descriptions. Interesting. There it is. All right, we're in the trade now. Okay. So let's go a trail of 2 right here, down there. Whoa. Okay, well, that might get hit. I was hoping to trail this thing and make some decent cash off of it, but it looks like we're going to get our stop hit here. Let's see. Okay. Got some dancing. Back to profit. Good. Good. Let's move that there. Okay. Took a little bit off the table there, so good. Now we'll add a full trail, and we'll let that be like over here. So we'll just do buy 1. And we'll put that right above the open, or right above our open price, and we'll just let this trade kind of run its course, see what happens here. So good trade there. We avoided our stop getting hit on the bottom, which is nice. And now we're just going to let this trade kind of run its course. So let's see what we got. Now we're looking at basically $2 a point. So we're not going to break the bank with any of these trades, which is fine. But what I want to do is just get a feel for A, making sure our stop works fine. B, I don't see the visual yet. I would love to have that. And then C, just build more patience as to holding some of these positions a little bit longer. So let's see what this candle wants to do. because there's basically no way we can lose money on this trade. But I would like to know where I can move my stop next. I'm thinking the bottom of this candle, of this wick right here, if it holds. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But if it holds, I think I want to put my stop right there, my trail, and just keep rolling. Okay, good. Really nice. Wow, huge move here. This is sweet. Let's go ahead and put our trail right there. Okay. Moved it up quite a bit. Really nice here. Really nice. Okay. We're just rolling. Beautiful trade here. Okay. Keep it going. Okay, so that trade closes out with profit. That's good. I'll explain what happened there in a second. Let me go to right here. Let's go sell, or we're gonna buy 2 up there. Okay. I don't love this spot, so we'll actually go ahead and just take full profit here if it comes back in profit here for us. I don't love this spot, and the trade didn't get flipped. That is not what happened here, but let's see. That might have been our chance. Let's see. I'll take 18 bucks on that one. I just want to chill for a second. So that puts us up 447. So we took 100 and took about 100 bucks on that altogether. So this entire move, pretty solid. Trading 3 micros, can't be upset about that. Let me explain what happened here though. Technically this trade closed this long down here, marked as a loss. My trail was a little bit lower. Actually, we didn't even get filled at this spot. We got filled somewhere else. I don't remember where we got filled, but it wasn't there. So this trail wasn't perfect. So it didn't get closed out, which is fine. I'm not upset about that. But we held, and then it ran up for us. Now, because this trade is technically closed, a new trade is going to open, but we stayed in. And so that's kind of what happened here. Is we were technically supposed to be out of this trade, but our connection from TradingView, damn, this is a really good move. Damn. Our connection from TradingView to Traders Post didn't work out too well. And so we had a delay of our entry, which pushed our entry down here. Damn, this is a really good move. Both of these were like perfect. Should have held on some more. And so we just basically we should have been out of this trade at some point. That's why this one opened up. Now, luckily, we got out of the trade because it just reversed all the way back down, which is crazy. But really good trade here. You guys can see the trail. I wish the trail would be offset. Maybe I can have that adjusted, offset a little bit, so that it's visible. We can kind of see the line. That's just a visual update we can do probably. Alex, thanks. I know. D. Loot, what's going on? What's going on, my friend? Good morning, Krishna. Happy to have y'all. Good morning to y'all. Rami, D. Loot, Krishna, what's going on? Alex, you're right. You're 100% right. I didn't trust the signal, honestly, because I thought price would just fly up here. I didn't, and so that was a tough one. We took profit, which is good. We didn't have a lot of drawdown, also, so like that was probably a telltale for me. But yeah, I didn't trust that one at all. We made money on it, so that's good. But yeah, I didn't trust that one. I trusted this buy signal a lot more than I trusted the sell signal at the top. But if we get priced to range like this is where the bot's going to do its best work, which I'm excited about, because this is mostly how price looks. Maybe it's a bit compressed, like we have these huge candles that make up these moves, but for the most part, like we get priced to do pretty much this. And as long as we can get a few of these, like this one's not very good. We don't have a lot of chance to get profitable at all. This one's really good. This one's bad. Good as long as we have that drawdown. Solid here, good, and then good here. So we're doing all right. As long as we take profit or set some stops, we'll be fine. We'll be A-okay. And so maybe I'll have to put together some material on that, just how to do that efficiently so that you guys can slide your limit orders. And it's probably better to do it on Tradevate to slide the limit orders, because they'll fill a little faster. Because every time you put a limit order in, that's technically an order that has to get filled, so it has to get set first. So you have to do this pretty quick. And you can't move them all that much because they have to, again, set. And so you guys saw yesterday, I had one where I I moved my trail and price basically had hit that limit, and TradingView just like panicked and did nothing. So I had to go to Tradebate and and close it out. Let me actually do that really fast. Let's go to Tradebate really quick and get logged in. LAD. Okay. And yep. Just in case it happens again. 8. All right, cool. Let's go here. We're back. Okay. Now, a couple other things just to note is this trail closes when price closes above it or below it, whichever direction. So, like, even though technically it hasn't gotten hit, I guess, technically, but you guys can see over which one is it? Like this trade here, like the trail is down here, but price didn't close below that, and so this trade didn't exit until over here. And this trade too. So this kind of the same thing, right? Price isn't going to close itself out until it closes above, in this case above this one, in this case below here. So if this were to hold, then we'd be out of this trade officially. And that's that is something that I probably could get updated. Let's start marking some shit down here. Hold on 1 second. Get rid of that. This one's still open here. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do here. Um, if we do the touching of the trail, then we'll just get more trades, which is fine. But probably the same accuracy. So, it is what it is. I think that's going to be helpful. Some of these trades probably need to be closed out a little bit quicker than they are. But sometimes it works out. Like it's like cool. Okay, this thing does work out if we have it as a close above below kind of thing. So let's see. Okay, so price made a nice bottom here, nice little top here. We're going to test this and probably test this again. We haven't. Oh, we just did, but we'll probably test both of these and see what we got. But price is unwilling. So remember, price loves an even number. Look at where this thing bottoms out right here at this 21,500 level. You guys can see that. Yes, Rami, the trail is correct. Now, it just doesn't close out when it touches, but it's correct. Yes. So we have our 21,500 level right here, almost even. Price touches it and runs away. And every time we threaten, we get buyers to step right on in. So interesting here. Let's kind of wait to see, what happens a little bit. But there's a VWAP in the area. We're at VWAP. So we'll see. Okay. So you guys can see how the trade's finally closed. So some of this is like, it's definitely affecting the stats because like this trade technically opens here. It should be stopped out here, but it stops out there. But it could have we could have had profit up. It's just weird. So we'll see. Like our wins technically on paper are smaller than they should be. And so when you guys use this, your results will be better than the stats that it gives, which I think is probably the better of two. It's better that you get better stats than the bot shows, than the bot shows better stats than you get. So I'm okay with that, but we gotta make it. We'll see. Because the other thing we could do is just like I have it pretty tight right now. I think I've got it at. Am I trying? Is it at 10? That's really tight. Let's see. Yeah, it's at 10. So like we're super tight here. We can move that to 20 with a touch instead of 10 with the close. It looks like 10 with the close is about the same. So here's a short right here. Let's put a buy up here just in case. I'm going to move this up to like right there. Okay. This one not looking friendly so far. Let's see. Here, we're probably gonna get this stop touch, huh? Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. There we go. Oh shoot! Only closed out one. Whoops. Close out the second one. There we go. All right. That puts us up 327 for today. Okay. So tough trade there. We should have closed the entire. Well, the entire thing would have got closed right here from 1 to 1. Like there's that. So tough trade there. Let's see if price really is building up. I have a feeling the bot's going to want to go short again off of one of these highs, and that's going to be a tricky one. So we'll have to deal with that one. But okay, I forgot my trail was only sitting at 2. That final trail should be full. It should be 3. Then we can adjust it to 2. We do that. Okay. ATR sitting at 21. So our stop is really tight compared to where the ATR is. Here's a short. Good. Let's move this one up. We'll go buy 3. I'll put it right. That's fine. We're gonna get this thing hit. Dang. All right. Let's see. Are we gonna hold or no? I'm not in love with the idea of trying to go short off of this momentum, but let's see. I have a feeling we could be like one candle away. Like we're a candle early. I kind of have that. I'm kind of getting that vibe right now. Like we could be rotating back down, but we might just be like a minute too soon. Let's see. Okay. There's our trail. A little blue line right there. I have a feeling price wants to test that high, that previous candle. If it doesn't, great. But if it does, I'm cool with that. And let's see if we can get price to roll back down here. Okay. All right. That looked friendly. Yeah, kind of what I was thinking. I think we're just like a candle too soon on this one. Um, like if we'd entered at the open of this candle, we'd be in obviously much better shape. So, but still, let's see, because that trade would only be like 4 or 5 points. So let's see if we can be overall correct, even with a bad or early entry rather. Let's see. Okay, so we got profitable at first, got nothing out of it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we have a previous wick is lower than the wick before it, so that could be something. But let's see what we have. We do need to test that wick below our entry here. Do need to test this, and we're probably going to try and test that too. Got close. Let's see. I can see price popping and running though, which wouldn't be a big deal. Like that's just a tough trade. But again, if we're probably if we're like a candle late on this one, like we enter on this candle, probably sitting obviously in a much better spot. But that's probably a much better trade. We just have to deal with a lot more drawdown on this entry, which is okay. I can be perfect every time. Let's see. Okay, so bot calls a stop there, so we'll leave it. Whatever. Let's see what we got here. If we get into a new trade, we'll just be in a new position. It's not a big deal. Okay, there it goes. We'll close it out. All right, minus 102. So puts up 2 something for today. 222. All right, so a couple losses in a row here, trying to catch kind of this top. Let's see if we can get it. So back to back right here. Let's see if we can get another one here. And this is why we have to size correctly, because the bot's going to be accurate and we're going to get a bunch of opportunities, but we can't oversize any of our positions. Um, that's going to lead us to probably being in the wrong spot. So this was a good trade here, even though we got in a little bit late. It was weird. This was probably the best trade I've ever seen. I just didn't trust it. And then these were two bad ones. This one was pretty good too. We just had to deal with some drawdown first. Um, so let's see if we get a short here, which I don't know if I love a short here either. Short, oh, tough fill again. Let's go this candle high up there just a little bit before. We'll go buy 3 right above it. So a little bit of room there to work itself out. Man, entry signal here, entry here, because price moves so fast. Sometimes we'll get the benefit of getting a little bit, getting in a little bit late than the signal, but this was not one of those trades. Okay, so we're kind of sitting at profit a little bit, but let's see. Okay. Just not a whole lot here yet. It's trying. Buyers are really pushing price here. We might not get the chance to do a partial, but we should try. Modify this to 2. Move it to like right there. Okay. So one is there. We need to do another one up here. Okay, good. Try to get about 80 bucks on this trade right here. 70 something. Okay, cool. And then we'll move the trail up right above our entry here. So we'll get some of that back. Good. Nice. Nice. I'm trying it pretty tight because I want to capture this profit here. Um, and I really don't want to see this thing go and run against me again. Are we gonna? Okay, cool. We're out. Solid. So we traded back. Now we're back up to 305. Super solid there. Good trade. Probably could let this one go a little bit more, but didn't really want to let it sit and reverse highly on me again. Especially while the market in the ATR is this high. As we get the market to calm down a little bit more, probably have a chance to hang on and catch more profit. But solid, solid. What's up, coach? I just entered long off that short signal. Thank you. Hell yeah. Some of them are going to be good. Some of them are not. Are going to be. They're going to be tough. They're going to be tough. They're going to be tough. This one was a good chance to go long. This one was too. And then this one, if you enter long on, you got blown out. This one, same thing. If you went short here, that'd have been okay at first, but not great. So super solid. We're cool with that. We're good with that. Trading reversals is going to be tough. And at times you're going to run yourself and get into a trade where you're just like right in front of a just speeding train. It's going to be tough to deal with at times. So we have to size correctly. That's for sure. But I'm cool with that. Okay. So this trade will close itself out. Okay. All right. So kind of a wiser move here to close this one out and not let it run back to our entry. In the afternoons when we know price will range a little bit better, we can probably leave some of these open. But we'll wait for now. Doing well, coach. How are you doing? Doing well. Okay. Uh, 1 second here. Okay, no trades yet. Okay. Certain amount of money you want to make with the bot every day, every trade. Rami, no, I really don't. Verse, it's something different. That wasn't a Bollinger Band strategy, but something different. Rami, do you have a certain? No, not. I don't have a certain amount of money that I want to make per trade. Not really. Mostly because the market's going to kind of tell us what we can and can't have. There will be times where we can cap like this trade here. We can capture 40 points essentially. This trade here, we can capture 36 points. But some of these trades aren't going to give us that. Some of these trades, like this one here, there's only 30 points. All right, we're in a sell position here. Let's go up. And so we need to go 3. Buy stop. It's a little high. Okay. We'll see what this one wants to do here. This one's going to be challenging, I think, but we'll give it some space. If it runs down like it did down here, then we have a chance to take some partials or exit fully. We do that too. Let's see. 8, okay. 10 out. This one's gonna run. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Let's let it work here. I'm looking at this candle high and thinking, wondering what price wants to do with that. Okay. Because we're kind of sitting at a spot here where price could blow through this, I think, pretty easily and just run up, which to me makes the most sense. Um, but I'm wondering where price, because we rejected here, here, and here before. So there's definitely some selling aggression there. But if I had to guess, I think we're going to get tossed out of this. Let's close that one out. Tough trade there. But there's definitely some selling up here. So I don't mind this entry per se. We did kind of have a chance to get profitable, it looks like, but not a ton. But we're just kind of trying to short this running move here. And it's kind of biting us a little bit. So let's see what we got though. We keep moving down. We're up 195, kind of trading back a little bit from the open. That's okay. Let's see. That is A-O, yay. Let's see what we got. Actually. Okay. We're looking for a new trade here in just a minute. Okay. No new trade just yet, but we're kind of settling at that same spot. Not that this trade would has a chance to be profitable, I don't think, but kind of settling at this spot here. That's what I thought. We're probably just again another candle too soon. We'd still be down, obviously less, but we'd still be down. But that's kind of what I'm thinking with that one. Is we're probably just another candle. Hello, just a candle too soon there. Okay. And there's our back to even. Okay. Okay. Should be getting another trade here soon. I have an assumption that we're going to go short off of this here, which could be good, could be a bit tricky. Let's see. Let's see. Especially when prices clean like this, we're just kind of making this upward move. It's kind of choppy, but it's moving up. Here's our short. Okay, good. Let's put our stop up there, of course. Buy stop. And okay, we're sitting at about just less than 20 points away. We're okay with that. Let's see how price wants to react to this high here. Um, Depending on how that kind of action plays off itself, we'll get a better feel for what this trade is going to be. For now, we sit and we wait. Okay. Oh, that was stupid. Sorry. That was silly. I did a buy limit, not a buy stop. My bad. Let's let this one run this way. $10 on this one, probably. $12. Okay, we'll take that. 238. We'll take that. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I was doing. I don't know why I did that. I should have moved it started it above, not below. That was stupid. I know what I was attempting to do, but I did it wrong. I shouldn't have slid it, but I kind of had a feeling price is going to roll back up here after not going lower than this wick. So tricky. Okay, so price reverses all the way back up to the entry level, touches our stop, but doesn't close above it, so technically the trade's still open. But this is kind of that's when we're trading a move like this is kind of what we have to like expect is when we have price kind of running up like this, we don't have a back and forth. We have to expect that we're probably going to get, if we get price to pull back, if it's going to be rather quick. We're lucky that we even got this move down here. So definitely should have closed out the whole entire position, especially when we have a moving market like this. Now, if we were to catch a long off of this bottom and let it run, that's a different story. But since we're kind of standing in front of what is obviously an upward move here, it's not clean, it's not great, but it's there. If we're standing in front of it, we have to pick and choose our spots. And so right now would not be the chance or time for us to hold this position, a large position. Um, if we get price to kind of settle down, kind of like this, then we could probably hold for a little bit longer as that could turn into something. But this one, to think we're going to get a short stop on a dime and spin down is tough. It eventually kind of does it, but we had huge profit for 3 micros. All right, we could change that. To loss, again, back to profit. Probably best we take profit there, get out of the position, and then wait for the next one, wherever that is. And sometimes it'll be wrong, but for the most part, like you'll be safe, and that's probably the much better place to be, in my opinion. Let's see, let's go here again. Kind of the same. Okay. All right, fair enough. Sitting in a good shape. Happy to have all you guys here. If you're new around here, make sure you guys like the live stream and you subscribe. Subscribe, stay involved. But like the live stream though, always helps. A lot more action today, which is good. We have our trail finally working enough. Um, enough. That's why I said we have to man this bot. I'm not building this for it to be like set and forget. Can't do that. Um, that truly just involves so much more like consistent uh, processing. Like it's just tough. So what I'd say for this one, same as always, let the entries be the entries, and then you manage the exits. Okay, so trail is in profit now, which is good. Okay. You might, Misty. Good question. Let's see how the rest of this week goes. If the rest of this week goes smoothly, then I think next week I want to get a couple small details fixed, but like always small details take forever. Um, I just think they're going to be worth it. Like it'll save everybody a ton of time. So I want to get that worked on, which is kind of getting worked on today. So hopefully I have that by like Friday, Saturday. And then if I have what I want, then end of next week I'll do um, current client. So you, Misty, you'd be able to get access if you wanted to. Anybody that owns a predictive model would get access. So we'll start there, and then the following week we can open it up to anybody who doesn't own the model yet, who wants to be in the first kind of group, and then we'll go from there. So I'm thinking next week, as long as there's no huge hiccups, which I'm pretty certain that I've got exactly what I want. Now I just have to add a few pieces back. So I had to build it, rebuild it, tear it down, rebuild it again, tear it down, rebuild it, tear it down. Now we're rebuilt. Now we got to add just a couple pieces. So this trade turned out to be pretty good, actually. Super solid. I think I ended up getting, oh, I didn't exit here, but the trade that we closed out on, this candle and somewhere in here, was probably the majority of this move. The rest of it is just song and dance. Like we're not really lower than this level, not in any meaningful way. But that could change though. Take your time. Just excited. Same. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ty. For sure. What's going on, my friend? Mr. Livestream himself, actually. Mr. Livestream himself. You know what I really need, though, is this trade's going to be a minute. Bro, no, I'm not doing that. Mr. Livestream himself. That's hilarious. Let's get Ty. Ty, I need to start streaming on like TikTok, I think, as well, just like you. It's just I don't want to deal with having to set it all up, but I need to. I need to. Or Instagram, but who goes to Instagram to watch? Like, you know, that could be a weekend project of mine. Getting myself, which it shouldn't take more than an hour for me to figure it out, but like, you know how it goes. Trade's almost closed. And so I'm wondering, this could be a small split test that I do, because this whole thing is really just split test. Do I want to like stop these trades out when it hits the trail? The logic behind doing that is you control your risk for certain. You'd probably get a lower win rate if I had to guess, but I think your results are a little bit more predictable. And so I'm going to test that. That could be a next week test. Um, we'll figure that one out. But that would essentially protect your account. And then well, if we went short off of any one of these, that'd be two touches right there. Boom, boom. So that would not be good. But then if we got another short, boom, that'd be a really good one. And then we exit right here. Curious on that. If we man it, it shouldn't be an issue. We should all be able to exit our trades without any problems. But if it automatically did it for you, especially on a loss, I think that would protect our accounts. And then we could just keep a really tight trail. And then when we do catch a solid move, then we can let it run. Kind of like this one right here. This trade basically, there was some drawdown here because our entry was lower. It wasn't a ton, but I should have stayed in this one and caught the entire move down. It was a huge move. like we did on this one here. We caught most of this, which is really nice. And then we should have caught more of this one than we did. So, and then we'll see. And then we can start trading with size on this thing as well. Maybe a little more, maybe double the size, maybe. Maybe, but I'm in no rush with this because once you guys get a good understanding of how you want to use it, then I get it finished the way I need it to be finished. Like then it won't be a game of make the most money with each trade. It'll just be how much time do you have to trade, and then we could probably take 10 to 15 trades an hour, like that kind of thing. And if we could just make sure our losses are a certain size and our wins are good, then we'll eventually catch one of those massive moves that eclipse all the losses and takes our account to the next level. That's the real goal here. So an argument for why we'd want to close the trade out is, let's say this candle flies up here. Technically, this gets counted as a loss, and we wouldn't necessarily, I don't think anybody would be holding this trade still. So this is kind of, I'm curious on this one, like if we can make this a limit order. And then that way we don't have to worry about trying to trail these bad boys. We'll see. I got the trail really, I have the stop really tight. So like here's the end of that trade. So technically this is a loss, even though this thing ran down 30 points. So interesting. Really interesting. Okay, so now we have price a little flat here. If we don't break above this 21,604 level, then I think we've got ourselves a nice, maybe sideways market, and that would be beneficial here. We'll see. We'll see. TikTok Studio is probably the easiest thing to do, and you'll have, and you use it, to be honest. Yeah, Ty, you're probably right. You're probably right. Probably right. I guess I could bounce back and forth between TikTok and YouTube, I guess. We'll see. Okay, short position here, good. Let's put a 3. We'll buy 3 up here, kind of at this high right here. And then we'll do another set of 2. We'll trail this trade pretty good if we can. Buy 2 right there. Good, really nice. Let's see if we can get price to roll down here a little bit more. Kind of holding at that spot. Put one buy stop right there. Let's see if price wants to hit it or if it's going to run down for us. Okay, pull back, touch. Okay, good. Put this one right there. Good, nice. Okay. Now again, trading 1 micro, trading 3 micros isn't going to be, okay, so new trade here. Oh shit, I know what happened. That's $9 right there. Whoops, my bad. I had 2 instead of 1. Whoopsie. All right, we're up 281 for today. Good. That's crazy, scary word. I don't know if internet or what, but enter trade meant entered, but showing on the order chart. I hit the twig price. It was at 1500. I closed TV and opened it. It was at 1500. There you go, Ty. Nice work. Nice work. That's great. So if you're trading on either, I think you should be logged in to Tradevate on your if you're on your phone inside the app, and if you're on your computer, on to Tradevate as well. Because sometimes TradingView can just like bug out and so you need to make sure you can close at least two different ways. TradingView, to be honest with you, like they've just built a great ecosystem, but some of the trade execution is pretty ass. Like, they don't do a great job. Um, and I'm sure people executing their trades on TradingView, like it's not a huge sum of people, like as a percentage of their total users, but still, like that, you know. And if it's paper, there's no problem. Like paper, if you log into the TradingView paper, it's not a big deal. They don't give shit. But yeah, really interesting. Yeah. Hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Another idea or another piece here is like, see how this is a short and we close out up here. That's technically a loss via stats. So like the trade should have closed out right there. Um, we'll see. Which all that's going to do is give us more trades, more than anything. So we'll look at it. Okay. If price keeps rolling down here, we're probably going to get ourselves a buy. But if we roll back up here, we'll get ourselves a sell. Let's be patient. For today, we're okay, I think. We've been okay for today. 73%. We're up some money. It's okay. Our biggest win, 360, biggest loss, 106. We'll take that. It's been okay so far. Okay. I have price bottomed right here at the 69 level, which is about, that was at least 13 points away, 12 points away. Got that. I've got a harder bottoms right here at 574. So going along off of this, if we do, isn't a bad idea. I could just see price testing and jumping lower before we go higher. If we get a long here, which I have a feeling we might. No trade yet. Okay, cool. I'm with that. I'm cool with that. Hey Ty, as long as you're making money, my friend, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Appreciate everybody jumping in the live stream and commenting and chatting back. If you guys haven't already, make sure you like the live stream and you subscribe if you're new around here. But definitely give it a like. It's always helpful. YouTube loves a like. Love a like. Okay. Short position here. Actually got a pretty generous fill. I'll take that. So let's go by 3. Stop this trade if we need to. Up there. Cool. That's like 13 points away. I'm okay with that. It's not that far. So let's see what price wants to do with this candle here. If so, here's kind of the high that we tested right here at the 604 level. We blew through it a little bit, and there it is again. So we're 3 points above, which on the 1 minute chart isn't a big deal. Like we do have to let some of these slide a little bit. Looks like this 608 level was what's in mind, this high over here. So let's see. How does price want to handle this? Okay. Hmm. If we don't get profitable pretty quick, we got a chance at getting smoked out of this position. Let's see. Maybe another situation where where we are probably a candle early. So I'm not too upset about it. Price hasn't slid too far. I think the ATR is pretty reasonable right now. Let me see. I'm about to get profitable here. We'll let that run for a second. But so I think we're in a decent spot here. Let's see. Okay. Good. Oops. 40, 49, good. We'll show a price kind of lightly here. Good, take that. And then we'll change this one to 1 instead of 3. Learn our lesson. Move you back to there, and we're out. Okay, so we saved that one. 303 for today. We're in good shape there. Picking up a little bit of slack. Okay. Now again, like as we get more and more going, one of the things I do want to do is when we have a trade, I think I want my partial take profits, which are not on right now. I think I want them marked so we can see them. And then once we have that, probably set a few limit orders at those spots. And then I think we can use a little bit more size. The thing about using more size is that if a trade goes against you in full strength, like you're just going to be SOL, which is unfortunate. Or if it goes profitably like a little bit and then it spins back, worst case scenario. So you don't necessarily want to be in front of those. But we could size to where like if we got 4 losses in a row, like then we'd be done. We could size properly to that. Right now we're probably looking at like 8 or 9 losses in a row before we'd be done. So interesting, for sure. Definitely interesting. Damn, Ty. Did you say 27? Dang. 100K top step account. Had a losing day yesterday, so check that. Nice. Hey, protect the profit, baby. Good job. I'm ready to get another short up here as well. Let me get my space heater going. I might get in the tray warm up. What's this one for? Short position here. Good. Kind of what I was thinking. Let's go and protect this bad boy first. Limits, buy. A little higher than that. 17, 18, 18 points away. Cool. All right, let's see. Same action as last time. But let's see how price wants to respond this time. So open up, price runs against us naturally. And so the question is this a pullback or is this going to be what the move actually is? I'm hoping for the former, but we'll wait. Okay, got close. It's encouraging. Our fill was just bad. We probably are still down or closer to even right now, but that's okay. I'm not going to sweat about 2-3 points, especially trading micros. We need to be directionally accurate anyway. Let's see. Okay, price is respecting this high. If we stop respecting this high, if we blow through this, that could get ugly for us pretty quick. And we're about a point away from that. So let's see. We jumped about 611, 612. Probably can be out of this one. We'll be patient though. 611, 610. Okay. I see price. I see what it's doing. I just don't know. All right. I'll be patient. Unless it closes above, I'll be patient. We're out. That's 100, I think. 190. Okay, so that's 110, 120, 110. Yeah, tough one. Tough trade. Yeah, so we got in front of another speeding bullet here. We didn't know it. This one was kind of fool's gold. We got price pulling up here, pulled back for us, good, and then boom, it just takes off. Tough, tough. Tough. But no real chance to be profitable in that trade. Not in any real meaningful way. So good little stop there. But now I'm not sure I want to be in the short if we get another short here. We'll see. Okay. Okay. So we get priced to bust up and then just kind of go flat. Obviously, it's not going to stay here, but we've had the same basic price action for a minute now. A little flatness, pop, pull back, pop, sideways, kind of a pop here, sideways, pop here. Let's see if we go sideways slash pull back, but we're definitely in a nice little uptrend here. So going short here is going to be tough. It just isn't going to be the spot that we want to do this in. Not yet, at least, but that's okay. If we know we're going to win about 68, 67 to 70% of our trades with this thing, then we have to take all of them, or at least most of them that we can, because we will be correct. So we're up a little bit today, which a decent amount, 190, 4 micros isn't bad, but I want to get some more here. Let's see. I don't know if we're going to get a short off of this one. No trade yet. We'll wait. Okay, there goes price back down. So ended up being somewhat correct, only about 7 points correct in total. Had to deal with a ton of drawdown to get that, so not worth it. But we were directionally correct just early by 3-4 minutes. So mm, some of these trades are spot on. Some of them are a little early. We can always mitigate that with risk, but a loss is a loss. We're not going to try and justify anything else. Let's see. Oh, a long position. This is new. Okay, there's 25 bucks right there. Make sure we have a full stop here. Down here. Probably go like right there. It's not a ton of room. It's right there. Okay. Okay. Not excited about price action here yet. Let's see. Hate to take a really small win, but we might have to. Let's see. Price hasn't given us much downside, but we ate up all this and then we pulled all the way back. So that's not going to be favorable for us. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Another candle try. Okay, if we get a little bit of profit here, we probably should just take it and run. By a little bit, I mean like 10 bucks or so. Let's see. Oh, we can wait. All right, there's 9, 10 bucks. Cool, we'll take that. I don't know. I don't know. Kind of like that price is bottomed out here. Let's see if we can get price to really rip. Maybe I'm reading this wrong, but let's see. Basically, need price to get above this 608 level if we have if we want a chance to do some damage. But we're hovering. Okay. We're building slowly. So it wouldn't take a whole lot for price to really come crashing down on us at all. But it wouldn't take much for price to pop either. So we'll wait. About 5 points out from where I think price should be sitting if we want to see an upward move. Okay, 19 to 16. Okay, there we go. That's better. Good. Okay, there goes that. Close this one out with a little bit of profit if we get it next. We've tried it. We didn't like it. Not a huge fan of that. Yeah, tough. Tough. Kind of sitting back and forth. I think either one of these sides could be correct. We could definitely be coming down lower than this low. We could definitely be going higher than these highs over here. So let's see. We'll let our stop get hit here. There it is. So what are we up? $100 for today. It's still pretty choppy. Still pretty choppy. So we had a chance to be profitable here. And it was okay. Like it was all right. So tricky. Because I kind of assumed we would get this candle. Wasn't sure which way we would get. Like, could we get a complete reversal straight up? Yeah. Could we get straight down? Yeah. We got the straight down one. Tough. Tough. OG, not yet. Haven't decided yet. We're gonna play it through. For anybody that wants early access, it'll definitely just be a one time. But we'll see. Probably gonna stick with the one time. I don't know. I don't really the subscription model to me it just doesn't make any sense. I've tried it before. I don't like it, so probably not. Probably just do one time. We got to get some of these little bugs fixed first. But yeah, probably just one time. Hmm. Long position here. Okay. We'll protect this one pretty quick. There's $50, 30, move it up a little bit, 43. Basically, I want to see it keep running up. I don't really want to deal with any drawdown. 58, good. Better. 49, good. We got hit. Solid. So we're up $45 there. 145. All right, I'm okay with that. I probably could have gave it a little bit more room, but since we took this L over here, I really wanted to make sure that we, um, you know, caught some of this profit here and didn't give it away. But we might get price to really roll up, which would be not great for my trade, but that's okay. ATR sitting at 15, so we're still pretty high. We have a 10-point trail, so still pretty high, but really good move here though. Super solid. Super solid. I think what I'm gonna have to just accept is that in the mornings, because price is so new and fresh and it's moving around a lot, the bot just isn't going to perform as well these first couple hours as it does in the afternoon. I think I have to like fully accept that just with the high volatility, this just isn't the time to be trading the bot. But we'll see though. This is why I do it live every day, because I want you guys to see it too. We're doing okay. I think we have like a 68% win rate right now or something like that. Like it's okay. Let's see if I refresh this. 70%, 6 losses on 20 trades. Not bad. We can scale these results. Like we don't have a ton of drawdown that we're dealing with when we win trades. So we can scale these results. And what I mean by that is we could add contracts to this. So one thing that the strategy does a good job of is typically getting into trades that are either pretty much correct from the start or like wrong from the start. You don't oftentimes get a trade that goes back and forth for a while and then eventually it's correct. Typically a lot of these moves happen pretty fast. And so with that, we can scale as in add more contracts to this, and get larger wins, I think, especially with our trail the way it is. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So we will see. All right, let's see if we get price to pull back below this low here, then what we'll do is we'll get another signal. Well, price will close first. Our trade will close. Then we'll get another signal, probably to go long again off of this bottom. Got in at longs at the high, thinking it was going to rip higher. The message, do you mean up at what time did you enter? Like, like 12 minutes ago? Is that what you meant? Like up here? Yeah, definitely. We might. We might go higher for sure. It's been choppy though. Like it's been basically we get a candle or two to kind of like move, and then we reverse off it pretty hard. So push up here, reverse off. Push down here, reverse off. Push up here, reverse off. Push down here, reverse off of that with this candle here. Up here, same. Up here, same. Up here, same. Like it's just been like back and forth. So you could be correct. It might just happen really quick, especially with today's action so far. So my decision of getting out of this trade wasn't that bad, actually, all things considered. Like today is just the day where it's choppy. Like we're getting a little bit of a break and then pull back. It's choppy today. Nothing. It's hard to see. Like nowhere. Like could you have seen if this candle ran down that this thing would immediately run down, stop, reverse, and go back up, and then we would never test these lows ever again for the rest of the day. Like that. Like who would have seen that? You know. Same thing up here. Like that's tough. So here's price making its case to go back up. Okay. Yeah, tough morning this morning as far as price action goes. We got a lot of back and forth action. which is good. Like that's nice, but a lot of back and forth. What are the markets up to today? Pretty flat. MSCR down. Cryptos doing okay. Google's down 8%. AMD down 8%. AMD, tricky. That earnings came out. I don't know why they're down 8%. Google, I haven't read into their stuff yet. Interesting. Amazon, whatever. Palantir. Of course, they're back at $99.90. That's how annoying is that? Nvidia, okay, we're rolling back a little bit. So kind of a flat to down day. Okay. Mm. What time is that? And now we wait for this trade to close out. And then we'll get the next one. So decent today, like nothing to really sneeze at this morning, but 20 trades, 14 wins, 6 losses, 70% win rate, and we're up 145 after all commissions. So not bad, like a solid morning. That trade is flying. Okay, so my decision to get out now turns from a good one to a bad one, but that's okay. No way to predict that. So Tricky, what's going on, S? How you doing, my friend? Happy to have you. If you guys are new around here, make sure you guys subscribe and like the live stream if you are new. Yeah, we signaled along. It worked out. It took off. Good. This is kind of what the afternoons look like, honestly. Like you just get these like signals and it's kind of flat, and then boom, someone just takes off. Um, this is what the afternoon kind of what I prefer a little bit, but we're 10 points off article. Alex, is there a reason you're not just seeing out these signals to confirm validity? Do you intend for the end user to get out of positions as though, yes, Alex, that is my exact intent is for, okay, let's start at like the very beginning. Like, why would I build a bot and then tell you guys to exit trades manually? Well, if you're going to use a prop firm and 100 of you guys use it and 100 of you have the same entries and exits, guess who's getting a payout? Nobody. So by default, you have to exit. I actually think that some manual or some human touch to bots will improve the strategy overall, specifically win rate and then eventually overall profit. I do think that. But if we want to use it for a prop firm, which is kind of what I built it for, 2, 3, 400 people can't have access to the same thing and use the same exact entry and exits, which is the most important part, the exits, to get a payout. So by default, yeah, um, somebody has to exit these positions. Now, what you can do is just leave some of the position open and hopefully catch some of these moves right here. This is a 30-ish point move, 30-something point move right here. So like you can leave a position like a one candle open or a one contract open and let it go if you want to, 100%. Like do your thing. I think in the afternoons you have a much better chance of that being the case than in the mornings. But like again, do what you want to do. But yeah, if you want to pay out at all, not everybody can have the same exit on every trade. That's not going to work. You will get your payout denied every time, 10 times out of 10. But if people are exiting kind of on their own, then you won't get a denied payout. What about retail traders that will use live accounts? You can do the same thing. If you want to use your own live account, you can let the trades run themselves. You can exit. Like, that's up to you. I didn't build it to be a set and forget bot. That's not how I built it. That's not how any of these entries are either. If I wanted to do a set and forget, I probably would modify it a little bit. So my intention from the beginning of this build was never to let it set and run. Mostly because I don't think that long term that actually works just for the bot to go. It's kind of a belief of mine that it just doesn't work. And so some sort of manual input, some sort of human interaction has to occur, I believe, in order to have the most success. That's my thought process. You could be different, but that's what I believe. So hopefully that makes some sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that is the rationale. I'm trying to make more of it. I struggle to make more videos on YouTube because I just don't know what to talk about. Some of the stuff is like too baseline, like what are prop firms and why to use them. So I'm like, I don't want to make that content. Like, it's kind of whatever. It's kind of boring, you know. But I'll try to put some more videos out. It's just nothing is more important, or nothing's more, I guess, worth watching than like actual results. Like, we can talk about theory all day. Like, I can tell you guys, like, in theory, this thing should make money. If you let it run, it will make you money. Like, the should word, it should, it's supposed to, but it's just way better just like live trade these results and see what happens, good or bad. We've had bad days, we've had decent days. Like, I don't know. To me, it's more fun just to document this than anything. Okay, hell of a trade here. Now again, what I think makes the most sense is still if a candle hits my trail, we're out, kind of thing. Then we just make the trail bigger. But in a case where price has to close below, it's going to be a minute potentially before this trade is over, and then we would probably go short off of these highs up here. So we'll see. We'll see. We will. We will see. This is a hell of a trade, though. So, but I think let me turn the heater off now. It's getting a little toasty. I think in the future there's an opportunity, and I don't know how far in the future, but there's an opportunity to improve this bad boy. I just don't want it to take less trades. Like, that's the other dilemma that I've got. Like, I really like the fact that it takes a ton of trades, and the reason for that is basically anybody can use it at any time of the day, and whenever you're ready, you can just catch some moves. But if I was to refine it a little bit, there might be some confirmations in here before a trade gets taken, and maybe just candle confirmations. So, or specifically like trades in a row. Sometimes I'm just going through some ideas here, but there could be some ideas where like the first signal off of an opposite signal is ignored and the second one's taken. And what I mean by that is, like, we have a short here, that one is a dud. And then we go long off of this one. Like, ignore that signal, take this one. Better signal, better trade. Right? We would, but by those rules, we probably ignore this signal and take this one. So L. We'd ignore that one, but take this one. So win, ignore, win, ignore, loss, ignore, win. So there's just some small things in there, but most of these moves give you like a 1 or 2% improvement on performance by slashing like a third of the trades. So that's not a worthy trade-off, because it over time it probably ends up being the exact same. Got hit on my entry, so broke even. Nice, the message, great work. Came back to you. That's great. Now that's a lot of drawdown. That you could make machines that build trades like that, but that is not an acceptable amount of drawdown that I don't think I could ever code something like that. But glad you got back to your entry though. Maybe we'll move higher, hopefully for your trade. So there's probably one piece I'm not seeing that if I improve that changes this whole thing. So I'm not going to wait to figure out what that is. Like it'll come to me as more of you guys trade it and have it. So we're closer to releasing than not. But um, there's probably a piece in here that I'm missing here. But when I find it, like it'll jump our performance 5 or 10%, 5 to 6% without cutting a ton of trades. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. No, and everybody has a different style of the message. Like I am not a big drawdown guy. That is not, it's not in me. I don't want to see big drawdowns. So most of my entries are trying to be precise, especially when I'm day trading. Um, but some people are different. Some people are like, I'll let this thing move 30, 40 points um, because I assume I'm going to be correct long term. Perfect. Like fantastic. This trade is still open, by the way. So if I just let one hang on, I'd be up 140 bucks. So like, cool, cool. So trying to figure out like how do I trust this thing more? That's another piece of this. I think with the touch is going to make the most sense, but whatever. Hmm. Yeah, this looks like an afternoon move. This is the kind of move that, like in the afternoons, that the bot tends to catch these little reversals that turn into trends. Um, these are the trades. We're probably it'd be few and far between that I do a morning stream and we get like something like this. Like this just doesn't happen. We don't get trades that stop and turn into huge trends. This one was the closest one I think we had. I guess maybe that one. Um, but we typically don't get this, and this is awesome. We're about to be green on the day in this one move. So yeah, just some ideas here, some ideas for some trades. But that's why we have to trade small. Like one mini would be way too much. Although one mini would be 1,400 bucks, so not bad. But we deal with some drawdown too, of course. Um, so we have to go micros with this. But we could have done 10, I guess, and scaled out. But no way I'm holding on to a full 10 micros or one mini for this whole move. Like, no, no chance. No shot. Man, we really got price ripping, huh? Yeah, it's gonna be a minute before we get another trade. ATR sitting at 11. We can choke up on our contracts a little bit. We can go 5. Famous last words, of course, but we can go 5. Oh, shoot. Save again. I don't know if we're gonna get a trade here in any time. I don't know. This move could just go on for forever, and we never get another trade ever. But Once we do, we're gonna get a short off of this bad boy. All right, there's a little bit of action. Finally, somebody with some stones step in here, cut this trade out a little bit. Finally. Okay, little stall out action. Now this is the benefit of having a trail where price has to close because you get these longer moves. Now we could also just make the trail like 20 points and it looks like that, which is a much smoother move, of course. And we get far less trades, but we get, I mean, some could argue even better trades. That's an L for sure, but this one's good. Solid. So we can play with the trail if it's going to be set up the way it's currently set up, where we have to use the close. Then having a tighter trail makes sense. We can have more trades, and we'll have a reasonable stop. If we get like a touch where like it's a limit order and prices gets hit and we're out, then we can make that a little bit bigger, and then just let price hit it if it's going to, or we can stop out a little bit sooner if we want to as well. So okay, price going sideways for a second. Maybe it's time to come down just a tad so I can get into the trade here. Okay. Again, we're pretty close. Pretty close. We're closing in on what should be the next kind of version of this bad boy. Man, I think we're gonna be ready after that. I think we will be ready after that. We're still waiting though. Okay, have a chance here. Almost. We need this candle to close below, and that's gonna. We need that essentially. Nope. Okay. Man, we almost had a chance, and then I was taking off on us again. Total seats are you planning once finished? I mean, there can be unlimited amount of seats, Alex. Truly an unlimited amount of seats. I don't know. Not really sure. What I was thinking is I could probably set up everything for everyone, but that leads to basically more questions later, and so I don't want to do that. Um, maybe like 15, 20, maybe. We'll see how many of the students want access first. Students, clients, whatever, previous clients, I guess, previous customers, whatever. We'll see what how many of those individuals join, and that'll give me a good gauge. Like if everybody joins, I'm like, oof, it's gonna be a lot of work because there will be a ton of questions. Like it'll just be 50 questions every day, and then after that, once I get the frequently asked questions out of the way, like well, I don't know yet. How I feel. Hmm. Hell of a trade here though. Holy smokes. Entry to peak. It's 87 points. And you just don't see that this early in the day. You just don't see an 87 point just spin up like that. Phenomenal work right there. That's sick. That is sick. We're going to just have to watch this bad boy because these are the kinds of trades that when we learn how to catch these better, if I can figure out a way to like help us like code in some of these ideas better, man, we're gonna be unstoppable. Unstoppable. Almost there though. Okay. There's price down a little bit. That's good. Not enough though. Man, we're still waiting. Not for a new signal, but for this trade to close. We're gonna keep waiting. Keep waiting. Look at this. We might get 100 points on this move. We legitimately might get 100 points. We haven't already. Holy cow. 93 points. Sheesh. And counting. Where does it have to get 100? We need to get to 72, 4 points out. Wow. Wow. You can't dream up trades any better than that. You really can't. Jeez. Well, that's a trail for you, by the way. That's what a trail does. That's what a trail does. Hmm. Well, if you're tuning in and you're new around here, this is our stats for today. Still at 20 trades. It's been a minute since we've had another trade. It's been a long time. 70%. We're up 194 bucks after fees, 145. It's been an okay. Oh, there's our 100 points. Good night. I think. Yeah. Oh, not yet. 72. There it is. 100-point move signal, and we're going. Good grief. I like that. I like that. Mm-mm-mm. Big fan of that. Sick. So this is kind of the like we could trade this off. Like if I made it a touch, we could change this a little bit. But really, really good trade here, obviously. And all we had to do was sit here and not do anything, which I think I exited over here or something like that. So we missed out, which in fairness, like was choppy. But these moves typically don't happen in the morning like this. So this is very exciting for me to see this. Price settling down, and now we're just off, which I'm sure we'll have a nice reversal in the afternoon. I'm sure the bot will catch that one as well. Maybe I'll let it run a little bit more this time. But I mean, this is unbelievable. Bot literally signaled with the trail a 115-point move. And we only had to take for drawdown 10 points, 9.5 points. So like these are the kind of like asymmetric bets that I want us to be able to make, which is low drawdown for incredible upside. Like every trade has a chance to turn into something like this. Not all trades will, and I didn't build this so that we could catch these trades specifically, but these trades are part of what we're looking to capture. That's why we do a trail and not a hard take profit. So, I mean, just really, really good here, like really good. At this point, there's really no reason for us to sit and watch this anymore. It's just kind of moving and grooving. So let's call it a day for today. Good little hour and 50 or so. Good stuff. We probably won't get price to pull back on us anytime soon. But solid, like a solid day. A couple improvements we could make, a couple of trades we could have had, and hopefully have done a little bit different on. But as we continue to modify, we're getting better every single day. It feels like, and we should be on our way to move. So, one last measure since we're here. An unbelievable trade. 129 points. Unreal. I gotta screenshot that just so I can have it for my records. Look at this. Unbelievable. All right, y'all. You guys have a good one. I will see y'all tomorrow, hopefully with some more updates. We're still going. And maybe we'll catch one of these tomorrow as well. So anyway, I will see y'all. Have a great one. Thanks for tapping in. I'll see you. Peace.